Ciao everyone, welcome. This is episode 10 with Marc Anthony. We're so happy to be here. Thank you, bro, for coming. We appreciate it, bro. How are you?
No problem. Episode X.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Roman numerals, bro. That's what we're doing here.
Exactly.
3 spros deep.
Yup.
A couple of zaws.
Yup. Some pizza. We're feeling good.
I'm buzzed.
Nice late night pod. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, this is great. Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you for coming. We were so happy when you said you were able to come. It was awesome.
Of course.
Cool.
What else would I do? You know? Sit at home, play cards.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah,
Play some
true.
Scopa, Briscola.
Exactly, with my nonna. She's at home waiting for me.
Really?
She likes to play cards with me. That's what I do with them. Just play cards.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's
my grandparents,
the
they
best.
play cards for like 18 hours. It's
Briscola, Scopa, or
either they just alternate. We'll play like
one and
10 games of one and then switch teams and do the whole thing again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I gotta cherish those moments. They're old, you know?
They are.
You guys, you all have your grandparents still alive?
I got two.
Two?
Thankful.
Nice. How about you, 2?
Yeah.
How old are they?
One is 87. The other one is brown, just early 80s, 83.
Yeah, they're all in the 80s now.
Yeah.
But in the next 10 years, rapid fire funerals, bro.
It is.
Rapid fire funerals. 1-800 rapid fire. If you need your nonna buried, we got you, bro. Imagine.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
We're gonna start a company.
Yeah, rest in peace, everybody. I mean, it's life. What are you gonna do?
It is. You just gotta be happy about it, you know?
The lifestyle balance podcast. You have to balance. Play cards. Hang out with nonna.
Do a pod.
Do a pod. Yeah,
And you're
exactly. And chill out.
Yeah.
It's good. Talk to me.
Let's do it. So, Mark, how you been? Wait, sorry. What do I call you? Marc Anthony? What do you like, bro?
Anything you
Jim,
want.
Mike Fresh? What's going on?
Marc Fresh, guys.
Marc Fresh.
Here live in Woodbridge. Blue Magique water. No, it's just regular water. This couch is very like...
You like it?
I feel like I'm at a club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The last guy called it a casting couch.
That too. But like, I can't fuck on this couch. I don't know if this pose is very flattering, but...
It's okay. We all got different angles. We're gonna work it out.
Work it out for me. I got a nice little pimps for the boys. I'm 30, still getting pimples. Anyways.
Could use that toner stuff. You ever use that stuff?
Listen, I try all of it.
I know, it just doesn't...
Strips and creams.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what are you doing over there? The sound technician fucking it all up. But then, you walk into the podcast, the sound technician's like, I don't know what I'm doing. So, have fun.
You just sit back, get some food.
Legit. He's like, I brought pizza though. I'm like, yeah, that counts. That's good. 2 points. Yeah, that's it. What were you asking me?
No, I was asking you, what name do I call you?
Oh,
Marc
true.
Anthony?
Fuck, my bad. This is the Spros, bro. It gets you going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever you want.
Okay.
Whatever flows.
Marc Anthony.
Marc Anthony.
Cool.
Bro, dude, what's up?
Beautiful.
You know what I mean?
Awesome.
That's pretty much it.
Cool.
But yeah, you said what's happening.
Yeah, what's going on right now?
Lots going on, man. I mean, the pandemic's over.
Yep.
We're in it to win it.
Yep.
We're doing a bunch of podcasts.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Trying to give back to the young guns.
Appreciate it.
These are the young guns.
Yeah.
Support, guys. The Lifestyle Balance Podcast. Support your locals in Dude Bridge, bro.
Yep.
Or we're not technically in Woodbridge.
We're like borderline.
We're borderline.
Like literally across the street border.
True, yeah. But yeah, honestly, that's why I do these things. And I try and just put out as much content, do as much comedy, put myself in front of as many cameras as possible.
It's fun.
You know?
Well, I love meeting you. You're an amazing guy, man.
Oh, thank you. I mean,
The minute you walked in, it was just the room lit up. We were like almost asleep. Then we had a sprawl with you. We were set.
Buddy, we're ready to go.
Yeah.
It was the best. For those of you who don't know, can I give away the location?
Go ahead.
Not the exact, but like, I pull in, and it's just like a giant furniture warehouse. I'm like, bro, I think I got the wrong address. I'm at a furniture shop. He's like, that's the right address. Come to the back. I'm like, this is the most Italian shit ever. I walk in, he's like, listen, they might be selling some couches on the first floor.
Yeah.
We got our own section. It's in the chair section.
It's in the chair section.
Yeah.
Different
That's what I was saying to these guys. They could just do it around this whole place. Revolving set.
I think we might do that. Now you're saying that?
I mean, you could change the couch every time.
Every time.
And like kind of
put a different couch in the same spot.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Nick, we should write that down.
Buddy, Nick's in La La Land. This guy's not even listening. He's like, where's my pencil? I'm joking. He's making content. I know, I'm joking. But it could be like almost like your parents' business.
Yeah.
If people don't know that, then maybe we cut that out.
Don't worry.
You know, it could be a sponsor.
Yeah.
Like they could kind of be sponsoring. You're just always showcasing
a different piece of furniture.
Yeah.
Business mind, guys. Like, what would you think? We're with a comedian. We're talking about business.
Guys, if you don't put your head to the game, bro, you're gonna get phased out. You got to adapt, make cash.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, fuck. But yeah, dude, lots is going on, man. Got a kid on the way.
Congrats.
Thank you, sir.
That's
I'm
awesome.
gonna be a fucking dad. It's gonna be wild. Looking forward to that next chapter.
Big change.
Yeah, as we were saying, the nonnas and nonnos, that generation is leaving.
Yeah.
I'm going to the second third of my life, as I call it. That's my theory. Life's in thirds.
Yeah. It's awesome.
You guys are in the first third still, just making it happen.
Exactly.
Experimenting, fucking around.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Try to see what we like, see what we don't like.
Yeah. I mean, this is like, a better set than most podcasts have that have been running for years. So
appreciate it.
Yeah.
We're even thinking too, like even with the couches and stuff, we thought, you know what? Yeah, it's a couch, but maybe we put some chairs, have more guests on, so it's not limited to us. Who knows?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. People just remember this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you.
Yeah. And Nick.
And you, Nick.
We're gonna get him on.
Scenes.
We're gonna get him on.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, we have to.
He'll be sleeping during it.
Yeah.
Where's my pencil? I have to write down what you said. I'm joking. This is fun.
So tell me, Mark.
Yeah.
Why did you get into comedy?
I mean, I was always the class clown, bro. Like, what can I say? You know what's funny? Like, he goes to York.
Yeah.
I went to Seneca, York, because I was like, I don't know what I want to do.
The one up on Keel there?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And everyone was like, oh, you got to go to university and this whole thing. So, like, my family was very like, you got to go to university.
Yeah, same here.
I just didn't have the grades, right, to get into university. So I did the, like, Seneca, York joint program.
Cool.
I was always writing, like, funny ideas.
Cool.
Started looking at how, like, Mike Myers and Jim Carrey and those guys did it.
Yeah.
They did the Second City thing. So I was like, okay, maybe I do that. And then I saw there was a Humber program for comedy, writing, and performance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Went to
they had that. Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's still running.
Nice.
It's fucking sick. They these glasses are pissing me off.
So that's why I said, screw
that's
it.
happening. So, yeah. So I went there, and like basically as soon as I got in, you audition for it. I think everybody gets in. Like it's pretty.
Just want to see.
Right? Yeah. They just want to see if you're insane or not. So yeah, I got in and then did stand up for the first time, and like to me that was the thing that really grabbed me into comedy and spoke to me, kind of thing.
Found the passion there.
Yeah, I mean,
kind of thing.
I was always that kid in class fucking around, getting kicked out and this and that. So
of course.
but then to translate that to like actually making it a art
living.
form and a craft and a living, yeah. So that was it, man. That's kind of...
Your teachers probably look back and like, what the hell happened?
You know what's so funny, bro? A lot of my high school teachers have like been coming to my shows recently.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
That's sick.
And they'll always be like, I always knew in chemistry, like, you were never going to be a scientist. You're a fucking idiot. Like, you're always just like trying to make people laugh. And I'm like, yeah, you were unknowingly doing it at the time, right? And just thinking that you were just like a fucking loser. So that's why I feel like a lot of schools and shit should try to really push arts or like people, and like if you're not the conventional student, there should be other paths that aren't frowned upon, and
100%.
You know what I mean? Like there should be a podcasting course.
Oh my god,
at school.
100%.
And then guys like this would know how to fucking run the equipment. I'm joking.
Staring at the screen.
I'm joking. But like, you know what I mean? Then like, because we're in that age, right? Technology. We're like, fuck, everyone's got to know how to use cameras. Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's just for fun or for business. Everyone's just doing it in some way.
Yeah.
Even I told these guys, let's get our media together. Come on,
dude.
It's been running for years.
Good luck, bro.
I know. Getting it that generation to understand or even care for it is like a challenge.
Everybody I know, cousins, friends, whatever, are just taking over their parents' business, being like, we got to redo
everything.
The social media. Let's get you a presence out there. And dude, it's happening in comedy. If you don't have a social media presence, dude, you're just becoming obsolete. You're getting phased out, and they want people that can sell tickets. So.
Like that's something I was, just to get on that point, is with the social media and with comedians and stand-up is so important. We were talking to the last guy and he was saying how word of mouth is important. So do you think word of mouth is as much important in
what
your
industry
career?
are those guys in that said that?
In clothing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like in just in a retail business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean word of mouth in the sense that like, yes, people need to be talking about you. Like, and you got to put out a good product, or else no one's going to talk about you. But also, like, yes, I'm saying word of mouth is good. But like, I mean, like, even if you, if someone asks you for your referral of me, and I was a piece of shit, you're gonna be like, forget it, bro. You know what I mean? So like, the word of mouth of your reputation is just as good as your product. You know what I mean? So I feel like both go hand in hand. Cool. But yeah, word of mouth for sure. Yeah. But now word of mouth is like your resume is fucking in your hand for everybody. I would search you at any time. It's
another world.
It's true.
And I'm sure it wasn't like that when you first started.
No, fuck, buddy. Are you kidding me? There was no. I'm trying to remember. There was like.
Yeah.
I think it was 2007.
Wow.
8.
Bro, we were like 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was 17
Jeez.
in 2007. Italy won the World Cup in 2006.
Oh, that was, yeah.
No, but like that. Honestly, that's my reference point. I'm like,
Italy.
2006. Was I posting about the World Cup win? No.
No.
Right?
Okay.
So like social media, like I can't honestly. People are probably they're gonna watch this and be like, this guy's a fucking idiot. Has no idea when Instagram was around. But like even then, Instagram, like it wasn't
big.
It wasn't like what it is now, where it's like, okay, this is a business. It was sort of like, hey, you do this to post where you were at the party in high school on Friday. You're like, hey man, check this out. Jordan was hammered. Yeah, well, you know what I mean? My buddy was wrecked. Playing hockey, fucking around. It was almost just like a for fun shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Same with Facebook, whereas like the original, it started out to like find girls and for guys that are
like
introverts.
A Tinder thing, yeah.
Exactly. Now it's a fucking business conglomerate, right? It's like, so, yeah, the landscape evolves all the time, specifically in comedy, man. Like, the game just constantly changes. You just have to constantly adapt. And like, you know, pandemic is a perfect example. Shit went virtual.
Yeah.
And then it's like a lot of comics just sat at home, did fuck all, and then had a, you know, life, what do you call that?
Life-changing experience.
Like an epiphany, being like, oh, I should do something else, you know? Or, you
got
know,
creative. It made you get really creative, for sure.
Exactly. And like, for me, it made me start doing content, which is now put me where I'm at.
Through the roof.
I am. Yeah,
Through the roof, man.
Yeah, I mean, I was still doing virtual shows. It was terrible. It was like,
really?
Oh my god, I would literally do this exact thing.
No way.
Do corporate like events.
Wow.
And put like my own stage backdrop behind me.
Yeah.
And like invite comedians over that like didn't give a shit about the pandemic, and we would just perform for
like
a Zoom
bunch
call.
Of people?
Yeah, on a Zoom call, like any like corporate business party or whatever that was doing shit over Zoom.
Yeah.
Mental health, that was a big thing, right? So we'd be like, yeah, me and 3 comedians will perform for you guys. Have a big monitor with like their faces on Zoom.
Wow.
And we would just perform to them, you know, with their mics off. So like you see people laughing, you don't hear it. You're like, this is shit, but whatever, you know.
Wow, that's creative. It's a good business behind it. I'm sure it's not as fun as obviously being in person.
For sure, but I mean, I still do virtuals because some companies didn't fully go back in
they're
the
not
office.
fully comfortable with it.
Yeah, so I mean, and like a lot of offices realize that they made more money by just saving a ton of money by not going back into an office, you know. So yeah,
it's crazy what's happening.
It's crazy. I feel like I'm ranting a lot.
It's the espresso, bro. It's the espresso.
I told you it was a bad idea. As it was going down my lips, I was like, "This is the bad idea, bro. Too late for exposure."
Fun. So listen, we've been watching a bunch of your clips all the time. I even show my mom. My mom and my dad love it. So
for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. How old are your parents?
40 and 50. 40. No, sorry. Whoa, sorry, parents. Mom, dad. It was 48 and 57.
Oh, cool. Yeah. That's young-ish parents.
My mom looks at it, she's like, oh my god, it's like my mom. Like every time you do the no one, the Eglinton, the
fucking
ladder.
The ladder.
Or the shovel the other day.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
That was hilarious.
The Eglinton ladder.
Oh my god.
My nonno's actually mad about that video because he's just like, because he stole it. He stole the ladder. So he stole it from Bell. He used to work for Bell, like way back in the day. Don't put this clip.
Okay.
Keep this in, but don't make it a social media clip or they'll see it. But when he left Bell, he worked for Bell for years, and he stole a bunch of shit as he left. So this was like when Bell was working on Eglinton, and he took the ladder, and like, you know, it says Bell Eglinton, right? Yeah, and like he's like, people are gonna see it. Bell is gonna come after me. I'm like, buddy, Bell doesn't give a fuck about a wooden ladder, bro. I'm like, they discontinued wooden ladders.
Yeah, they got the metal stuff. They're good.
Yeah, they said wooden ladders are illegal like after 1991. You know, but
that's hilarious.
Crazy.
Awesome. And so I wanted to ask you about that. Like, when you made all these ideas, these skits, what's the process like?
Like from the idea to the end of it, type of thing? I mean, it depends on the character. Like my nonno stuff is all like, you know, I don't know if you saw my stories today. Yeah, like I fucking walk into my nonno's house and he's putting plants on like.
I saw on the ledge of the window or something.
Yeah, well, he had a coffee table, then stacked 2 buckets, then plywood on a speaker and the TV ledge, and then put his plants so that they could be by the window.
Sun? Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, no, like this is fucked. Like what? So you know, when you do shit like that, you're like, it writes itself.
Yeah.
And
it's a
every
joke in
nonno
itself.
does shit like that,
Yeah.
where it's like makeshift nonsense. So
Yeah.
very
DIY.
resourceful people. So
Yeah.
but for Doug Ford, I just do like
Oh, that's not bad.
yeah, like I say what I think he actually wants to say, you know, and I'm like, Doug Ford's our uncle at the cottage who is just like
Yeah.
a loose cannon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Says
that's sort
everything.
of how I position that. And then you know, you think of the idea, you try and bring it to life,
Yeah.
film it, and that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so which one's your favorite out of all the ones you've done so far?
You know, the ones that I like doing the most
Yeah.
don't get the most traction, which pisses me
That's
off.
usually what happens. Say
Right?
whatever
Yeah.
you like is usually
Yeah, like
the stuff that shocks you.
I really like doing Jan, like that German guy that I do.
Oh my.
But no one, like, it doesn't get that much traction. And, like, same with that Pino Panettone character I do, like, with the
Yeah.
Stewie head that I stopped doing.
Yeah.
Just because anything with a filter, like, just doesn't get
Doesn't.
pushed enough, right? So,
Crazy thing about.
yeah. And then, like, you know, Nunno, I like it.
Yeah.
Because I can do it all day. Same
Yeah.
with Doug Ford and shit. But I prefer, like,
Yeah, change
Jan's
it
my
up.
favorite one, like some other ones that I do. But I don't do them often enough. And
Yeah.
people, because it doesn't resonate enough for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah.
Because it's not as relatable. It's like Jan. I
Exactly.
don't have German party kid followers. You know what I mean? Like,
Especially here, like.
yeah, right. So, and then you do a Southern fat woman, and people are like, "What?" Like, I have a Betty Lou Ann Zoo character. I love doing her.
Yeah.
It's like this fat lady who makes pies from the
Yeah.
South. Who's relating to that?
Yeah.
Nobody. It's a fun character to do.
Yeah.
But you know, it just doesn't have the same chance of going viral per se, or
For
you know,
sure. Like the finance guys you do, those
Yeah,
are probably more
exactly.
relatable to
for sure.
city people. And
Yeah,
stuff.
and you know,
Yeah.
Austin does a lot of that kind of stuff where it's like very relatable relationships, like that you see in
Cool.
everyday life, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, whereas me, I like to do just crazy characters,
Yeah.
you know. So,
As creative as you can.
yeah,
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's cool. And so, like, with all those voices and those characters,
Tell me.
do you take a lot of time to practice like the voice itself, or you just like fucking go with it?
No, I just go with it. I mean,
That's sick.
I've always been pretty good at that, like doing accents and like
Yeah.
imitating people from when I was
That's
a
a
kid.
talent, bro.
I appreciate it. Fuck. I mean, you know, I grew up in Richmond Hill back in the day when it was like new. There was it was just a melting pot. Like, you know, I lived in a court, and it was like my neighbors were Russian, then next door were Punjabis, then like British guys, then Africans, then Jamaicans.
Wow.
Right? Like, you know, so there was like a whole. We were Italian. There was Portuguese guys. So like. Then there was another group of Italians. Then, like, of course, you know, 10 other Asian families.
Whole immigrant.
Yeah, exactly. It was just like an immigrant court, and we would all exchange dishes. People would babysit each other. We
That's
would all
nice.
have these big parties. So,
That's
like,
nice.
I would just imitate them, and like, it got to the point where, like, you know, my Punjabi neighbor, for example, he
Yeah.
would have me call his family back home, being like, "You sound just like my fucking brother. You have to call this guy." He's like, you know, and
Yeah.
you know, I'm not doing it
No,
full
no,
out,
yeah,
but like,
yeah.
he would love it and be like, "You have to
Wow.
prank call my family. They're gonna think you're me." You know what I
No
mean? You
way.
do such a good impression of me.
That good. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
so like, you know, I was doing that when I was a kid. I would just pick it up
Yeah.
easily. So same thing, you know. What I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
So it's fun.
That's awesome though that you lived in like in Richmond Hill with so many different cultures made you think of those different characters.
Yeah.
Like whereas in Woodbridge, per se, like growing up for us, it's all Italian, bro.
All Italian, yeah.
Like I have one Indian friend.
Yeah, it's crazy. And you know what, dude? That's everybody. Like, that's unfortunately, if you grow up in Richmond Hill now, it's all Iranian guys.
Yeah.
Same shit.
It's
But,
Canada at the end of the
It's
day.
Canada. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I hate how that happens. Like, I like the.
The mix.
Yeah, because then you learn other people's culture through their
You do.
food and their this
Yeah.
and that. You know. For me, it's through the food. So,
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
trading fucking oxtail for lasagnas.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I do
That
shit like
sounds
that.
spicy.
Oh,
Interesting.
it'd be great. Yeah, it's great.
Jeez. That's sick. And so to go more back to the side of your career,
Yeah,
growing
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, tell
So
me.
tell me, how was it with the family? What did they think?
I mean, the family. This happened today, bro. Like,
Okay.
I'm still blown away that I have to deal with this fucking nonsense because I have been doing this shit
You're still asking
for 10, 15 years. I
Yeah.
swear on my life,
Jesus.
dude. I shouldn't even talk about this, but my nonna will never see this, so it doesn't matter. My nonna today came home and goes, for those, I moved. I'm shacking up with my nonna because she lives in a massive house
Beautiful.
until I buy a house. These interest rates,
Good for
bro.
her,
Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're in their late 80s, so I mean, you know, they could use some guidance.
Oh yeah. Some
But
entertainment.
Exactly. My grandmother comes home. She goes, "Why don't you do like a sales? You know, get into a sales job." And
Come here, bro.
she's like, "Why don't you be a salesman? You know, you make more money. You know, you do this, you
Yeah.
do that." And I'm like, no, I've got like my career path. I'm good.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, but like, what do you do? I watch you every day. What is it? You're just running around. Like, you're never home. I don't know what you're doing. I'm like, if I was in sales, I wouldn't be home either. Yeah, but at least you make money. I'm like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, I'd rather make less money and do what I love to do than, you know, be a fucking alcoholic or whatever and hate my life
every day for someone else.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't like that shit. I'm like, so I chose this path.
For sure.
I'm pot committed. I'm doing it. I feel like it chose me type shit.
Yeah.
But they don't understand it. They're like, but what about money? Like, and my nonno's like, yeah, but at least part-time. I go do something part-time. I'm like, I know this mechanic. He said he knows a mechanic. He goes, I know this mechanic down the street.
Way.
He says he could use somebody big like you to move things around every now and then. I'm like,
wow.
I'm going to be a mechanics heavy lifter? Are you listening to what you're saying? I'm like, bro, you're delusional. But they don't know, right? They came from that and like,
they don't understand it.
That's why I try not to argue with them.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand this new world of anything.
Yeah.
It's all just, you got to work hard. You need a pension. What are you going to do when you're my age and no pension? We live like this because of pension. I'm like, okay, man. Yeah, you got a pension. Like, sick. I don't even care about a pension at all. Like,
not even in my mind.
Like, it's not even in my mind. He's like, oh my God, when you're old, you're going to be dead. I'm like, dude, I'm going to be touring till I'm 1,000 years old. Like, I'm going to be on tour until I die. And I'm good with that. But
you enjoy it.
You're not okay with that. And I'm not, and then you try to think about, what's it to you? Like, not you, but them. Like, what's the problem? I don't make money or enough
you don't
money?
get it, or what is it?
I'm like, I make money.
Yeah.
I like, you know what I mean? I'm not a fucking millionaire. I don't make $100,000 a year. I'm like, but because it varies, you know? Yeah. You're like, so what is it? Is it I don't make enough, or during the day I'm not doing what you think I should be doing?
Yeah.
Like, what is this in your brain? And then when you really start going through that conversation with them, they don't know how to answer you. They're like, well, you should do something. I'm doing something. Yeah. What are you doing? I'm editing videos all day long. And you don't see me on phone calls
every day
talking to fucking acting agents. I'm working on sketches with people. I'm like setting up collaboration.
Wow.
Yeah, what does that mean? I'm like, if I'm a welder and I'm like, oh, I'm buying tools, you'd be like, what is this for?
Okay.
Yeah, tools. Yeah, okay. So, you know, and I have to tell them, I'm like, okay, so like, you know, this guy's my business partner.
Yeah.
We're going to make videos. That's like tools. You know what I mean? Or like making money.
Tools, yeah.
You can't.
Doesn't connect.
Yeah, and I had to deal with that shit, bro, since I started. And
still.
It doesn't fully leave because, you know, when I started my family, like, my family's always been super supportive, or else I wouldn't be able to do. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
for sure. But like even then, they would always like the support is great because there's some people that could really be not supportive and be fuck off.
Yeah.
But they've always been supportive. But then when they do like these little things, like being like, okay, listen, you've been at this for like 5 years now. Like, why don't you hang it up? You know, like I know a guy, and you're like, bro, I am so invested. What do you talk? Like every year there's progress, blah blah blah. I'm like, and I'm okay with it. And they're like, well, I mean,
they don't see it.
You got to do something else. Like, you know what I mean? So I expected that when I was starting out. When you start making people around them laugh, like my parents have friends who come to my shows.
Then they get it.
Then they love it. But even now, like to this day, they go, hey, what's going on? But again, my grandparents are so far removed from social media, like they don't know what's going on. So like, my dad would be like, oh, like my friends are sending me your videos by email, and I'm like, what the fuck? And they said you went viral or something, and I'm like, yeah, man. And he's like, well, that's great. So what does that mean? Like, you getting paid from Instagram? I'm like, no. He's like, so what? You're doing this for free? And I'm like, you don't get it, bro. I'm like, I'm not gonna explain how we make
complicated.
Yeah. So to explain it, like, and dude, my dad's 60 years old.
Yeah.
It's not that far away. You're like, how do you not? And my dad's a computer dude. I'm like, how do you not understand?
Yeah.
But dude, if you don't grow up with it, it's a totally different landscape, you know?
You know, parents just want, like, they always, like, they want you to be safe, go to school, have a good job, safe life. But you know, you gotta be happy at the end of the day. Do what you like.
I don't agree with that model where it's like, well, you're gonna take the safe route. It's like, okay. I'm like, what if I got fired from my, and then what?
Yeah.
I'm someone with a resume being like, please hire me, I can do this. It's like, no, bro.
You're gonna regret it at the end of the day.
100%.
Yeah.
And my nonna likes to use people around us, whether it's cousins or friends, or, you know, they always go, you know, your friend Jimmy, he does good work. He sells a vacuum. You're like, I don't want to sell vacuums like Jimmy. Okay, no, like, you know, and they're like, but why? You make a good money. I'm like, does he? I'm like, do you know that he's fucking banging hookers, cheating on his wife, and is an absolute degenerate during the week. You know what I mean? Like, they don't know that. So, you know, Jimmy's not a real person. For those of you who are
Jimmy's nobody, don't worry.
It's an example, you know? So,
that's awesome.
It's difficult, but I mean, it's like any unconventional job, I'd say. You know, people deal with the challenges. And, you know, when I have these conversations with my grandfather, he'll say something like, today, he goes, well, no matter what job you do, there's a lot of competition, and there's a lot of guys that are going to try to outwork you. He's like, so if there's anything I can tell you, in any job you do, just try to outwork everybody that you're up against. Beautiful.
That's great.
What a beautiful piece of knowledge.
Grazie, no.
Grazie, no. Yeah, outwork the guy next to you.
Yeah.
And then he said this thing, he goes, you know, I used to work with this guy. He started with the shovel, and he retired with the shovel. And he goes, I started with the shovel, I don't retire with the shovel. And I'm like,
that's good.
Hey,
that's good.
Yeah, he's like, you gotta have the
Start
foresight.
From the bottom.
Yeah. Work your way up, outwork people, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. No. Yeah, but still, you should. Walmart, they need people your size.
Jimmy does the vacuum.
Always back to somebody else. So,
it's the mentality.
Yeah, and then you get on TLN, your number's like, hey, I saw your video on the TLN. That's you. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's me. Holy shit. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm telling you is going on here. What's going on? And I'm like, that's it.
That's it, the video.
The video, no, that's it. Wow, people like you.
Yeah. Even here, bro, my no, he has no idea what this is. My dad would tell him, yeah, it's a school project.
Right? You can't, it's a school project.
Yeah.
What is all these lights here and everything? Yeah.
Oh, it's funny. You gotta love them.
You have to tell them that it's like TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, oh, we're doing something for TV. They're like, okay, what channel? 3000.
3000.
You know what I mean? Like,
they can't find it.
They can't find it. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. It's on TBG.
Yeah.
What's that? Don't worry about it.
It's new.
It's new. Yeah, exactly. Fuck's sakes.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Cool. So let's get into bro, your collabs. Like you're blowing up. You're with everybody. Neimanaz, Austin. How's that work? How'd you guys meet?
Met.
You guys look like you were like all-time friends from kids. The way you guys do it.
I know. Fuck. I mean, we have good synergy. I will say that. And I mean, Austin, I met through Nima.
Cool.
I met him in the comedy scene beforehand, but like he was doing sketch stuff and I was more stand-up stuff. So like we barely crossed paths.
Yeah.
And then Nima and him did a couple videos, and then Nima saw me at a show, loved my Persian accent, and was like, we have to do videos together.
That's cool.
Then we did videos, and then, you know, he got all three of us together.
Wow. It's like the dream.
For like his birthday or something, I think one time, he invited a bunch of people to collab with.
Cool.
We all did stuff together. Then the pandemic hit, and a lot of people couldn't go out, but me and Austin were like, let's just break the rules. Fuck, who cares?
Yeah.
So we were breaking the rules the whole pandemic and just, you know, started a YouTube channel, really started vibing together, and then the pandemic and Nima started getting back involved and shit. And yeah. And then it just spirals from there. Like, you know, you work with people you have good synergy with. You know what I mean? Sometimes people you don't really
click with.
Like I collabed with so many people over the years, and they're like, hey man, this just doesn't work as well as it does with me and somebody else. So I'm just gonna do the less resistant route here. Yeah. So, you know,
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's fun shit.
For sure. And I'm sure you guys learn a lot from each other.
Yeah. I
Different types of comedy.
I mean, like, I've been doing stand-up for much longer than all of them. Like, Austin doesn't do stand-up. He does, like, he's done it, but, you know, he's got a film background and, like, a, you know, editing background and shit. Like, so, like, you know, he looks at framing differently, and he brings a more cinematic flavor to his stuff.
That's awesome.
Whereas myself, it's just, like I said before, outlandish characters and just flow. You know, stand-up and stuff.
That's awesome.
Nima does both. Not the film stuff, but, like, you know, the content. You know, and fuck, now this guy is getting picked up from Live Nation in the U.S. So, like,
it's crazy.
Yeah, we're never gonna see Nima again. So he's blowing the fuck up.
I mean, we even reached out to him. Hopefully, we're gonna have him soon. But
yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, he's busy as shit for the next 6 months. Yeah,
I don't doubt it. Yeah, so good on him. Good on him.
Yeah, that's I'm not that busy yet.
No, but you're.
This is the last fucking time I'm coming to this. Fuck, imagine.
Oh, we watch you back. Stay where you are.
Sorry, pal.
We watch you back.
This is it. One time only. Imagine. It's hilarious.
So how's stand-up been, you know, like, with the way it's progressing from the pandemic, before the pandemic to now? Is it still that you see a lot of people are wanting to go to these stand-ups, or is it more like they watch them after online? Like, you know, all these stand-ups now are on Netflix.
Right.
Like, how's that work now?
That's a good question. Like, how does it? You're like.
Like, how do you feel about the stand-ups?
Out
Yeah.
to shows.
The exposure of it.
Right. I mean, I feel like everyone should be out there supporting local, okay?
Yeah.
Because this is something that the U.S. does that we fucking don't.
Exactly.
They support their own,
Exactly.
they push their own, you know?
Instead of
Everyone's
vegans.
out there following the fucking Kardashians, but they're not following the Lifestyle Balance podcast.
You heard it first.
Legit, bro. So, like, you gotta fucking, you know, if people are around you that are trying to go for something, bro,
Yeah.
share their shit, man. Push their shit.
Yeah.
Get behind them. Go to their shows. Support them and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think because of the pandemic, you know, there was that influx of a ton of specials going online, right?
Yeah.
On Netflix and whatever. And that created a lot more comedy fans. So
Cool.
now, post-pandemic, a lot of people are now coming out to shows, I find.
Yeah.
And in general, people want to get out more, period, right?
Yeah.
So that on top of
That's
comedy becoming a lot more mainstream, I'd say, than
Okay.
ever before. It was
Yeah.
always getting more and more.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, there was a dip for a while where stand-up, no one fucking cared. But, you know, I feel like now it's a big everyone wants to go see someone live.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like you can't replace that live
You can't.
feeling or energy, you know? So,
The laughing of it too.
Yeah,
at
yeah,
home and
yeah.
versus in person.
100%.
I think you laughed like 10 times more. It doesn't even matter the joke. Just like 10 times more in person.
way more. Because
Yeah.
there's that energy, the suspense moments,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah.
can really play with the energy in the room.
You relate more.
Whereas online, you can't really
Yeah.
feel that energy. You're just listening to the jokes, you know what I mean?
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like I remember I got my parents to go to Sebastian Maniscalco.
Of course, yeah.
And like looking back at it, I'm like, I swear, if there was one coming up with you, I would say go to that one over any day. Like, bro, your impersonations though, like I'm being dead honest here. Like I'm not just saying this for the video. Like your impersonations, Velo, they're like insane.
Buddy, you heard it from this guy.
Like
How many
to the
people
T.
need to tell you, bro? Imagine.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate that, man. That's great.
It's true.
I mean, I've been working at it for a long fucking time. I'm constantly touring. I'm constantly performing. I've got new albums coming out.
That's awesome.
I got a nice vinyl coming out.
Okay.
I can't wait. You're gonna see this.
Okay.
Not a lot of people fuck with vinyl, but
Oh, I love vinyls.
yeah, the
I got to
original
replace-
vinyls were comedy albums. You know what I mean? Like the
I
original.
never knew that.
Yeah. So like back in the day, that was the old special. Back in the day, would be like, you know, comedians coming out with a vinyl, which was their first album or whatever.
That's cool.
Before people were doing big video shit, because there wouldn't be
Yeah.
that many comics coming out with big video
Not
stuff.
as much. Okay.
So I did one of those homage for the first album. It's like a nice double album. You open it up. It's called Well Fed. You open it up, and it's like Nonna's dinner table setting with like a big plate of homemade pasta, Italian cards, wine, cheese. It's cool.
That's
So
sick.
I'll get you guys one.
That's sick.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's cool.
That's awesome. And so tell me, Mark, with moving forward now, you're doing all these tours. Is that the here you one more?
I'm just fucking around.
I lost my thought. Shit. When you're doing all these tours now,
Yeah.
how's it going forward? Is that like the end game, the tours, the stand up, or where do you see yourself with it?
I mean, fuck. I don't know, man. Like I have a lot of goals. Like I'd love to be in a TV
A
show.
goal setter.
This fucking guy. I'm joking. I'd love to be in a TV show. I'd love to be in a movie. I'd love to sell out the fucking Air Canada Centre.
100%.
Hashtag Scotiabank, I guess.
100%.
You know what I mean? I want to get to the point where, you know, I can sell out theaters on my own name and shit, and like it with stand up.
Yeah.
I don't see myself ever stopping stand up. Like I said,
Awesome.
that's what got me in.
Awesome.
I want that to take me out, you
Yeah.
know? So hopefully I'm like Don Rickles, where I'm like in my 80s and I'm fucking still on tour. Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know if you know this, but like Don Rickles, like his last tour, he was like 82 years old. So it's like, imagine your Nonno was like
Wow.
selling out
Yeah.
the fucking
Yeah.
Massey Hall or some shit. Like that would be the
Talking
best.
for that long too. At that
Exactly,
age.
yeah.
Jesus,
You're like 60
that's
years
awesome.
old. But like, dude, that would be the goal for me, is just to
Do what
do
you
this
love.
shit till I die, man. Yeah.
That's
So
the
wherever
best.
it goes, it goes.
Yeah.
So what
That's
does
the
that mean?
best.
That means we have 30 minutes left, or we hit 30 minutes?
Does that mean we keep
We hit 30
going?
minutes.
Nick? It's up to you.
You know, you could just be like, you don't need to fucking. Give me the
Show
sign.
this.
We need to rip this thing apart. Don't show them yet. Give it to me so I can show them, please. This is fucking embarrassing. These guys are in such a beautiful place, and you know, producer Nick over here pulls out this fucking homeless man sign. You guys have 30 minutes to spare? You guys think that you could give me $1 so I can get a better sign, bro? Hey, listen, catch me live at Cineplex Odeon, Famous Players. This is fucked, bro. Guys, do yourself a favor, guys. Get yourself a better sign. Come to Fresh House Juice. Get yourself a nice green smoothie. Blow this shit cardboard out your ass. I don't know why I'm saying that, but anyway.
This is funny shit.
This is ridiculous.
When did we make this? I'm trying to think now. What was the reason?
When did you make it?
Like, what was the reason behind it?
The second video.
Yeah. Because it got too long.
They can't do sign language. He could just be like, 30 minutes. He's been talking, clanging his fucking keys around this whole fucking time, man. Jesus Christ. Get me the fuck out of here, bro. Imagine. Okay, but like, sorry for throwing that, but.
You're good.
You know, you can get like Dollarama, those like little whiteboards, dry erase.
Well, we got a big one right there.
You got a big one right there. Buddy.
That's our goal center plan.
But yeah, on the one next to it, right 30, I'd just be like, this guy walks all the way around and flashes a Dundas Square homeless man sign. What a fucking mess. Anyways.
This is fun. This is fun.
Sorry, you wanted to wrap up? Is that what that means?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is just to know, okay, how long have we been talking for?
True, alright.
Yeah.
Sorry, they're trying to be professional. I'm ripping them apart. I'm joking.
We gotta be creative like this. This is what our goal is. We sat down like 2 days ago. We're like, it's too boring. Like, let's spark it up.
True, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Have some games or something. Let's play a game on here. Ask me some fucked up questions, I guess. What's the most fucked up thing you could ask me?
What's the most fucked? I don't even want to say it.
Say it.
Nah.
What?
I don't know.
Like, ask me like something fucked up that you think people want to know about me. I'll go first. I'll ask you a question.
Okay, but this is how we're learning here. This is great.
Oh, I'm not trying to be like, maybe add this to your podcast.
No.
I don't care what you do at all.
We're learning here.
I'm trying to think of like, it's not that easy, Mark, is it?
You see?
Putting people on blast here, on pressure.
Anything.
Would you rather die from a shark attack or an alligator attack? Option 1.
Okay.
You're scuba diving with your family.
Yeah.
Buddy, shark's coming for you, rips you apart.
Fuck.
Or you're in Florida.
Yeah.
You're walking past this little creek. Here comes a fucking gator.
Grabs you.
Pulls you in, does the rototiller routine. You're dead. Both of them are 5 minutes long of getting eaten, and then
it's excruciating pain, bro.
Excruciating pain for 5 minutes. Which one do you want to go?
Okay. Fuck it, shark.
Shark. Yeah, you'll probably drown pretty quick.
100 easy. I won't even feel it. I'll choke before I even feel it.
True.
In the water.
How about you?
Probably shark.
Shark. That is crazy.
You?
Have you seen, buddy? Sharks is like.
Yeah,
you would die faster from a shark, so you're probably right.
Alligator, I don't even know, like that. The teeth, like
sharks have way more teeth than that.
Yeah, they do. That's true. They do.
Bro, I saw this fucking documentary of this. I think it was a great white shark. They found a fucking washer machine in this stomach.
Oh my god!
Can you believe that?
So they fucking threw that in the water.
Yeah,
the guy ate it.
Yeah, just
that shows how bad that we are with like our.
Oh fuck! I mean, that shows how impressive sharks are. These guys are swallowing fucking washer machines.
They got the detergent in their circling.
Hilarious. He's like, I'm all clean now. An Italian shark.
That's crazy. Oh my god!
You got one of those for me?
Okay, let's try. Nick, you got one, or should I go? Okay.
Fuck. This guy does this, but he can't say 30 minutes.
He's learning. He's
learning. I love that.
Fuck. Okay. Would you rather? Oof. What's funny though? That's not like gonna be like, why the fuck did you ask him that? Like, okay.
Or what's something you want to know about me that you think no one knows, or would really want to know? You know what I mean?
Okay. When you first started comedy, did you think that it was something that was gonna make you a lot of money and you're like, shit, I'm gonna be rich as hell? Or were you like, nah, fuck it, let's just do it, see how many laughs it gets?
I mean, you know, you always see the famous guys and you're like, oh man, I could be a celebrity or I could be rich, whatever.
Yeah.
I will say that it's always gotten way harder than I thought it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, comedy's much more difficult and like a skilled thing than I thought it was when I started. But when it first happened, like, it was just like that perfect moment where I was like, okay, I found what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm supposed to do this. Yeah. And that's it. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like submitting to the process, if you will.
Yeah.
And seeing where it goes, you know? Because you never really know
where it's gonna go.
Yeah,
it's the same with this. Fuck it, one day it's gonna go to the shit, one day it's gonna go up.
You never know.
Just do it.
You're along for the ride. You know?
Exactly. Yeah,
it's fucked.
It's fucked. Wow.
Would you rather die from a snake bite?
Okay.
Or a spider bite?
Oh, I'm terrified of snakes.
Same.
Spiders, I don't really care. Like, I've seen them. Like, I don't know.
Right.
All these girls are so scared of that shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I think snake would be the worst.
That'd be bad, bro.
You?
I hate snakes so much, too.
Right? When I see that shit, I run for my life.
Forever. Like, I'll never stop running.
We were in I'll tell you a funny story. We were in Punta Cana. I was with my girl. And I don't even know if I should say it. We were in the bed making out, whatever. And I look up. And I just see an alligator, like a small, like fucking alligator, on the ceiling in the hotel room.
What do you mean?
Like,
what do you mean alligator?
Like, what are those little things called? Lizard, snake, fucking.
Oh, okay, like those little geckos or whatever. Oh, okay.
But it looked like red, green, yellow. Like I was gonna shit myself, and I'm like, oh, it's the decor. They put it on the ceiling. This is sick. I see the thing fucking move. I swear to God, she was more chill about it. I was scared for my life. I ran out. I called my friend to go fucking get it.
Like, buddy, there's a gator on the ceiling.
Yeah, he got his chavati, fucking hit it.
Oh, for sure. Bro, those things are lightning speed, too.
Yeah.
They fly, yeah. Yeah, I always see those.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So it's like snake? I don't know.
Yeah.
Same type of shit. Just
I don't like lizards. Those cold-blooded animals. You never get a vibe of what's going on. You know what I mean? Fuck that.
No,
it's brutal.
Changing colors too, like that's
what a skill that is, bro. Yeah. Imagine you could change colors. What color would you be?
Oh fuck! Like no, when he goes to the beach, he comes back brown or red.
Legit, yeah.
That's the funniest.
That's funny as fuck.
Awesome. Okay, back to the boring questions.
Let's go back to the questions. The TLP.
The TLP. So, what would you say to a young, inspiring comedian who's trying to start out like you did? What would you say to them?
Do it, man. That's it. Fucking as much stage time as you can. Write as often as you can.
Yeah.
And get on the content game and fucking carve your own little niche, you know?
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Just keep doing it. Yeah. And don't stop writing and coming out with new material, and you know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Find shit that excites you.
Yeah.
Go for it, man.
That's sick.
Have no fear, dog.
Yeah. Take risks.
Say all of it. Take risks. All that same old bullshit. Yeah. You know what I mean?
As much as bullshit, it's just the truth.
It's true.
You gotta actually listen to it.
One time I met Lewis Black. He was a famous comic. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but I had his book and I went to go see him live.
Okay.
And then he's like, I'm gonna do a meet and greet after if you want. First 50 people. So I left right away to get in that line.
No way.
And met him, and I was like, I asked him the same thing. I'm like, anything you have for inspiring for me? Like, I just started stand up. And he like opened the book and he wrote, do it again. Fuck it, if you die, start over and do it all again. And I was like, unreal. Okay, good, great.
So that's like the most typical I would think a comedian would say. Fuck it and do it again.
Fuck it and do it again. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I just repeated his words. So there you go. Yeah.
Wow.
It sounds like there's people over there, and I know there's not.
Yeah. He was scared too.
Your dad sent the message saying, is everything okay?
Why? When there's someone breaking in right now.
Unreal.
Very good.
Like, we're filming a podcast. Fuck off.
No, because we would have people here midday. I was like, there's no way we're doing this midday. Even you were saying the traffic. I'm like, no, fuck that. There's line one being rang. The salespeople are talking. It's
you can't.
Gotta make it sound good.
True.
Yeah.
Is there a basement here?
That's a good question. There's roof. There's like 3 level up, but there's no basement.
What's up there?
We'll show you after.
This is where I go to die, guys.
This is where you'll never see him after this.
Yeah, because then you could have like a permanent studio.
Yeah.
Is all I'm thinking.
That
in the basement.
I could put it up there. It's just shit ton of chairs.
True, right.
Just move the chairs. Sell the chairs on Kijiji. Don't tell them, and we'll put it up there.
True.
Yeah.
Inventory.
I
like that.
Yeah. We should call it that. Inventory.
Hilarious. The TLP podcast, sponsored by the Inventory Upstairs. Tell me, what else? What else you got? What else you want to know from me?
I want to know from you, Mark. When you do all these characters, like the people, like Doug and stuff. You ever heard from him?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. So Doug Ford, this message is for you. we need to meet up. He does not want to meet up.
No.
He called me and said, hey, keep doing what you're doing. But I don't want to meet up. It's bad luck for me. I don't want to, all that shit. So he's like, I'm not meeting up. We're not doing this.
And stuff.
So I was like, come on, bro. He's like, number one, I don't have time. He's like, and the people are going to think that I'm just like, not doing my job.
Around.
I'm like, I will meet you wherever you're doing work.
Yeah.
30 seconds of a photo, a story. People would love it. He's
Yeah.
like, no, they won't. And I was like, trust me, they will. He goes,
Dougie, come on.
yeah, he's like, absolutely not. So he's like, just stop messaging me, stop emailing me. It's not happening. And I was like, fair enough. I will find you, pal.
Yeah, we'll find him.
Yeah, I could go to one of his next little rallies and show up in character or something.
Pick a big sign. Bring our sign.
Yeah, I'm Uncle Doug. I was thinking of doing I go to one of his events.
Yeah.
And then I have a camera team there.
Cool.
That makes it look like I'm the real Doug.
Oh my
and I'm
God.
dressed up and I'm answering
And
questions.
he doesn't even know.
Yeah, but he's doing his thing, but and I'm like 10 feet this
and
way.
And then he notices you.
Yeah.
And then he finds out it's you.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, I might do that.
That's actually funny.
When the weather's a little better.
Well, I'd come to that.
Yeah.
We're going to record that.
That'd be great.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. And so let's talk. Okay, let's get a little serious now.
Yes.
Let's talk about the future, man.
The future.
With your family. You got a kid on the way.
Yeah. Future
Wife.
family.
How's the balance? What are you feeling about that?
I'd like to now. Every parent is going to laugh at me and be like, "Oh, bro, you have no idea what's coming, bro. Your life's over." Every day I get this. You need a reality check, bro. Your life's done. And I like to sit there and go, listen, I want to bring this kid into my life and not shut down my life to create their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So integrate them into
It's the balance.
the life that already exists, which is mine, my wife's, my family. I have a really big Italian family. I'm thankful for that. So, go hang out with your great grandmother.
Yeah.
My nonna.
Yeah.
She'll probably, you have a toothache, she'll put some whiskey on it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Go through that stuff.
Yeah. The family tradition.
My nonna doesn't do that, guys. I'm just joking around. She does.
Yeah,
but,
same.
man, I just try to evolve and just keep, dude, life is all just one hurdle after the next.
Yep.
Go with the flow.
Yep.
It's all about the journey.
Yep.
And you got to enjoy the ride
100%.
because you don't know when it's going to end. And that's it, man. So I'm going to try my best to, it's going to provide more content. It's going to provide more jokes, more things for me to talk about. I always find comedians who don't have a life outside of comedy are boring to listen to because
they don't have creative things to experiences to make jokes out of.
Exactly. No experiences.
That's so important.
So I'm like, hey, man, I got enough family material to last me
for sure.
5 careers. So, you know what I mean? So, again, people are going to be like, oh, this guy's 80, he's still talking about his family. But hey, you're going to.
Makes it laugh.
Yeah. As
I love
you
it.
follow me, you're going to follow my life at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, and my comedic output.
Energy,
about my own life that I'm going through. So, I mean, that's what everyone's doing now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Putting their own little spin to it and just go with it.
Exactly. Yeah. You're going to hear it through my lens, I guess. So
Exactly.
got to make the balance. That's what you do. You're right. It's all about balance.
It is.
If you can't, I'm going to take the time off from comedy that is necessary for
sure.
the family because those are special moments that you don't want to miss either. Because life's not all about work. You know what I mean? And a lot of people go, you should make it all about the content. And I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, this thing's gonna be a newborn. And I'm gonna just be with a camera, being like, yo, look at the fans. Like, in the end of the day, there's some moments you don't need to. You just gotta enjoy them.
You
exactly.
Enjoy
So
in the present moment.
Bro, who's back there? The ghost of the fucking chairs over here.
You hear something?
I hear shit back there, bro. There's someone here.
Fuck.
Maybe.
I think it's the cars.
It could be the cars.
I think it's the cars because normally we hear it during the day. We'll
True.
go find out. We're gonna get a bat.
We're gonna get a bat. That's true. There's a homeless guy just
He's looking for a sign, Nick. He's looking for the sign. Nick.
He's looking for his sign. He's got one that says 45 minutes on it.
He wants it back.
That's fucking funny. I like that.
That's jokes.
Give me more questions.
Okay.
What else you got?
What else we got on this freaking
I think that's it. I think you got it all. You got my goals. You got.
Okay, let's ask you. When it comes to Mark, when it comes to people who doubted you.
Oh, the haters,
juicy
huh?
stuff.
The fucking haters, bro. I told you, yo. I'm joking. Sorry, that was excessive.
Nah.
Sorry, what's your question?
What do you feel about that? What's your input to that?
Listen, I mean, I hate on people too. It's all part of the game. I feel. You know, you're always Here's the thing. Kevin Hart says this all the time. Who is that?
You answer.
Here, let's pause. Go.
Pause. Hello, you're live on YouTube. Everything okay?
Yeah, what are you doing?
We're live. Say hi. You're talking to Marc Anthony and Nicholas.
Oh, are you guys enjoying all that coffee there?
Yeah.
We've had a few too many.
Oh, there's hopefully with no sugar.
No sugar. Got to keep the weight down a little bit.
Good. Hey, listen, if any customers that come in at this hour, everything's half price.
Okay.
Does that include me or what?
Everybody.
Love that.
No coupon. Just let them all in. They can shop and make sure they pick up on their own too. No delivery service.
That's awesome.
Love that.
Like, did you guys order pizza? What are you having? Popcorn there?
Yeah. We have pizza and Spros, espresso, and that's it.
Homeless signs.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Just
Okay.
say hello. All right. You guys have a good one.
Okay.
Take
Bye.
it easy.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See, this is exactly what we're talking about. They don't understand what we're doing.
Yeah, they're just like, what are these? Do they have food?
Yeah, did they eat?
And you know what, man? I always say this. Sometimes you got to do a little bit of a reality check.
Yeah.
They just want what's best for you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they're at home being like, is my son eating tonight?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's great. That's great.
That's the funniest.
You were asking me something.
The doubters, the haters.
The doubters.
What do you think, bro?
I can't remember where I was gonna go with it, but
The experience or just overall?
yeah, like
opinion?
I feel like Kevin Hart says this a lot, and I try my best to listen to this because he's absolutely right. If you start dwelling on the haters yourself, because it's very easy. I could sit here and be like, oh man, I'm upset that I'm not as far as other guys that have been doing this as long as I have.
And be negative.
Yeah, exactly. Or like I'm more upset that guys have been doing this less than me or further than I am. Like Nima started later than me and he's further ahead, but that's just negativity that I'm putting out there. And
Gotta go your own pace.
Yeah, you got to go your own pace. You have your own path.
Yeah.
This is your own life, and you got to just focus on you and work on you, and that's it. And don't fucking be a hater. Now, I mean, the whole drive here, I was on the phone talking shit about other comedians. So, I mean, who am I, right?
It's the best.
It's the best, but I mean, it's a good de-stressor. But I mean, you have your confidants that you can talk to and whatever.
100%.
But like, people who doubted me, it's just like I told you, bro. Like, there's people to this day. They just go, bro, I just hate your face. I don't want you to be successful. I'm like, no problem, bro. I'm like,
It's good on them.
yeah. I'm like,
Live your life.
I'm not gonna stop because you hate my face.
Yeah,
Nothing I can do. So, I mean, fuck them, bro. Fuck
Exactly.
the haters.
Fuck
Because they're gonna be there whether you like it or not. What are you gonna do? Change it for these fucking losers who have nothing better to do?
Yeah.
And I find that with a lot of people, I try my best. You got to take it with a grain of salt. You got to take it for what it is. Like, there's people that are gonna rip on you.
Yeah.
Who don't do podcasts.
Yeah.
Don't know what it
They
takes
don't
to
even
do
know
a
what the
podcast.
fuck it is.
They don't know what it is. And if you were to say, hey man, make a podcast, they wouldn't even know where to begin.
No.
So they'll watch this and maybe be like some of your friends and be like, bro, this sucks. You gotta be like Joe Rogan. You're like, shut up, bro. Yeah, you're like, bro, you don't know anything. So unless you're doing it, shut up. And like, even for myself, I don't take too much like opinion seriously that from certain places. Like if someone's giving me stand-up advice, if they've never done stand-up, I don't even fucking listen.
Don't even listen.
I'm like, yeah, for
la.
sure. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, fuck it, which makes me a hypocrite because I'm sitting here being like, I'm upset that my nonna says I should be a salesman. She doesn't know anything about
That's
this
the
stuff.
only one you listen to.
Well, it's like, you know,
not at the end of the day.
Well, it's family. Just like, you're like,
that
bro,
one hurts.
how long have I been fucking doing this for you to still be like, get into sales? I'm like, bro, I am in sales. I'm a comedian. What the fuck? But anyways.
No.
Yeah, fuck the haters. Do you?
Love it. Love it, bro. Love it.
Anything else? Last question?
Nate, what's your question?
Give me a question. What do you want to know about me? Deep, dark secrets? I guess. I don't know. I'm just fucking around. But, yeah, anything you want to ask? I make it seem like I came here for you to ask me questions. And, guys, that is not the case. They just have a list of questions here, and I'm trying to be like, listen, I'll answer any question you want. I don't give a fuck.
Which is the best. So you don't have the people like who are like, okay, I won't answer that. let's not talk about that. Let's talk about this. Like, I respect it, but come on, let's have a conversation. It's not an interview.
Yeah.
People mistake that with podcasts. Is it an interview or is it a conversation?
Bro, you have the longest fingers
Bro,
I've
they're
ever
fucking
seen,
massive.
dude.
See?
Buddy,
Oh my god.
you're a giant.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Your hands should not be that big.
I know. It's bad.
Can you palm a basketball? For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Basketballs, give me a break.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, they're fucking
Why are your
massive.
hands so big?
Dude,
Bro, that's
they're
fucked.
massive. I don't know. It runs in the family, I guess.
Your dad has big hands?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's weird. You know what's funny? My nonno's hands are bigger than mine, and he's like 5'4".
What?
Yeah.
That's an Italian thing, then.
Big hands.
It
yeah.
has to be.
Yeah.
It's the area where we came from.
This guy's like, how big's my hand? It's
It's
crazy.
pretty good with a big hand, too. Yeah, I think it's actually average.
That looks like a normal hand.
That's average.
You have like these long, bony ass fucking.
Yeah, they're
Dude, like that looks like Kobe's hands. You ever seen Kobe in
Yeah.
interviews? His fingers are like 18 feet. And they're bent.
He's
and,
Italian, too.
Exactly.
It's an Italian thing, guys.
Legit.
It is.
Yeah. Any question, Nikolai?
Nicola.
If you could have any job, what would you do other than comedian?
Other than anything. If I wasn't a comedian.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry, that was embarrassing.
All good.
Shamo. Probably be a chef.
Ooh.
I'd pursue cooking.
Do you do a lot of cooking?
Yeah, and honestly, there's been so many moments in my life where I'm like, I think I should quit comedy and move to
way.
France and go to culinary school, and that's it.
That's sick.
I
What
would
do you cook mainly? Italian or like what
Everything,
dish?
man.
What's your
I mean-
favorite dish?
I mean, I was making my own sourdough for a while. I know everyone was in the pandemic, but like then you start making Italian dishes with your own,
mix.
yeast, if you will.
Ooh.
I like a lot of the meat stuff, like smoking meats and like
Ooh, charcoal grills and
yeah,
stuff.
charcoal grills. I love like marinating meats, big roasts and
Yeah.
big pieces of meat, sausages.
Jeez.
Make my own homemade shit.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Here's the thing: I always make things that like people in my family don't ever
Don't
attempt.
even eat different.
You know,
Because what
my-
we eat is fucking Italian.
Yeah, and like, dude, my nonna makes amazing homemade pasta, like they all do.
It's great.
And my mom was a chef for years, so like, she handles a lot of the other upscale shit, but I'll like attack stuff that is like totally different. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
sick.
yeah.
You try different cultures.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
best. I mean, I'm being a hypocrite here. I only cook Italian because I wouldn't know where to start.
Yeah, well,
But
I mean, if once you kind of realize it's all very similar, like
Similar
everything has a
stuff.
similar steps. You know what I
Cool.
mean? So
Cool.
yeah, it's fun.
That's awesome.
It's very similar to comedy. You get to be creative and create
Yeah,
something,
that's
right?
so true.
Yeah,
Can apply to anything.
yeah.
That's
That's
sick.
what I used to do, like for work, because like kitchen jobs, like
Yeah.
you can work during the day at a restaurant,
Yep.
do the lunch shift, go do comedy at night,
Yeah.
and whatever. But the only thing is, like, to be really good
Good at it.
cooking, you got to do
Full-time.
the dinner shit, and like you really go full tilt. And it's a very similar lifestyle.
Yeah.
Very fucking long hours, tedious shit. Like that's the part I didn't want to do. I'm like, I'm not gonna be peeling
hated that.
carrots till 3 a.m. Like fuck off,
Yep.
And I noticed like at a certain level in the restaurants,
Yeah.
the speed, you get that big dinner rush, and
Yeah.
like speed would be the most important thing, but then the quality
shits.
goes to shit.
I
You're
know
like,
that, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, let me take as long as I
Yeah.
need to make it good, and that's
Oh.
it. So,
I worked 3 months.
oh, nice.
And bro, worst time of my life.
For
I
sure.
just did it for the parents, make them
Yeah.
happy. Make nonna happy, make
Yeah.
them happy. I got a nice job, bro. Part time, they worked me 4 days a week till like 2 a.m. in the morning, and I was cooking salads. I didn't even know what salad was before. I didn't eat salads. I was
Yeah.
a picky kid. I eat all the pasta. That's it.
Yeah.
I was the guy who takes the vegetables off the meat, separate everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So I go there, and the guy goes, "Go cut the wedge in the back." I'm like, what? The wedge? What's a wedge? Go search it up on YouTube. I'm like, it's up on YouTube how to cook salad in the back till 2 a.m. in the morning.
Bro, so dumb.
Never again.
Never again.
Cook at home, be creative, put your own twist to it. That's the
Exactly.
best.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I love it. It's very therapeutic,
Yeah.
When I cook,
Put some
I
music.
get in the zone, bro.
Yeah.
I feel good, and then you cut into your shit, and you're like,
Oh, you eat, you feel good.
yeah, it feels good.
Yeah.
Or you fuck it up, and your whole day's fucked.
Yeah,
you know what I
you're
mean?
so pissed.
Yeah, and you're like,
'Cause you burnt it. You added that extra minute.
Fuck, legit though.
It's
Legit.
true. It's true.
It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Give me another one. That was a good question.
One more good question.
Kogo.
If you could sit down with anyone, dead or alive, just have a cup of coffee with them and talk to them, who would it be?
Oof. Dead or alive?
Anybody.
See, first thing that came to my head was Eminem, but I don't know if I should do that. But probably Eminem.
Damn.
I don't know why.
Was he like someone you looked at a lot? Like,
Oh yeah. Like when I started,
time.
I was just like, not started comedy. Like he
Yeah.
was like the first hip hop artist
that you liked?
that I was like obsessed with for a long time.
Wow.
And I thought he was hilarious too. Like I was like, Eminem's fucking funny, dude. And you listen to the lyrics and like the way he would craft his
so fast.
his verses and shit. You're like, bro, this guy's on another level.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I grew up with him, like, you know,
At the same
always
time,
playing
yeah.
and shit. So
That's sick.
I would love to just chat with Eminem for a bit. But from a comedy point of view, dead or alive, bro, it's ridiculous.
There's so many, bro.
There's so many.
More than you probably know than anyone else. As
Probably,
a comedian, there's so much different. You see it differently for sure.
Yeah, like Robin Williams would be a great one because he's fucking dead. Jim Carrey would be great.
Oh, Jim Carrey.
Don Rickles would be great because like he was part of that like Rat Pack era. You know what I mean?
Cool.
In Vegas, and you're like, so much crazy shit was going on back then. Like someone like, you know, like George Carlin. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but like, you know, one of the OG goats of comedy. Because they were like world famous back in the fucking 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
And like, you know, until they died, right? Till the 90s.
Yeah.
And you're like, bro, you were famous for like 4 decades straight.
Wow.
And like touring all over the world. It's like just to see someone at the top of the game in a different time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That'd be cool to talk about that shit.
It's another world.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you
Think
get
of
to really see the
whole different
lens.
growth from then and now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like if you saw what you were doing now, and you said you did it at that era,
Yeah, like
what would you like? Would you expect the same outcome, or would you see something totally different?
fuck, I don't even know.
Right? Like,
Yeah, I don't even think I could be doing what I do now then.
like, imagine a podcast like in 1900s.
They'd be like, what?
the fuck?
Yeah, it wasn't even radio until like, what, the 30s?
Yeah. So comedian, like it's cool to think about.
Yeah, it's cool to think about. What about you guys? Like, if you could have one
Anyone?
guest on this podcast,
Oh,
dead or alive.
that's like biased. Like if it's music perspective, I don't know. I guess like my
No, anybody.
Okay.
Or debate.
Huh?
Or debate on who's better. Which Canadian singer?
Oh yeah. Okay, let's do that right after. That's a good one. I'm actually curious what you say about it. But I would probably say, person in general. I would probably say Trump. Nothing about liking the man or like I like Trump.
Any of the political shit, yeah.
None of the political shit aside, the business aspect. As much as like the way he grew up with a wealthy background and how he turned out to be wealthy and his attitude towards it, whether that being good or bad, I just want to like sit down and really look at the guy and be like, how did you, like, what happened? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Like, that would just be crazy.
Same with like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'd love to do that because like that
Yeah.
guy like dominated. Like you've all heard the Bill Burr joke about it, where like he's
Yeah.
dominated like 4 different fields
Industries.
of work, industries. Yeah,
Yeah.
like dude, coming from another country, like guy's just the goat. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That'd be
crazy.
cool.
Nick?
Anyone?
Yeah.
From a music perspective,
Anyone?
I would probably have to go with Justin Bieber.
Yeah?
That's one for me. Love his music.
You could meet him like he's around.
Easily.
He's young. He's
Easily.
like he's in.
Just go to the
all time.
Leafs game.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of the 80s bands, like, I don't know if you know REO Speedwagon,
Dude, I know.
Bon Jovi.
I grew up playing drums. I know all of it.
Bro, I'm a drummer.
Are you really?
Yeah.
That's unreal.
Since day one, since
Unreal.
4 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have a drum
From
kit here?
Nana. At home.
Wow.
I used to bring one here. Next
You
time
should.
we should get one on.
I would
That'd
love
be
that.
cool. You still play?
I haven't played in a while. Like I still have sticks and pads and shit.
Yeah.
Because I have to sell all my drums and stuff. But
One day you should come. I want to.
I was actually gonna reference that. Like my old drum teacher, dude. Like he's
Yeah.
dead now, but like, dude, we fucking were together for years. Dude, this
Yeah.
guy fucking, he was telling me how like he could make like $3,000 a week back in the fucking like late '60s in Toronto, just playing bluer.
Wow.
He's like, you know, I'd start at 3:00, and like every hour go to a different nightclub or bar and
Wow.
play. He's like, until, you know, the disc jockey came out. He's like,
Yeah.
DJs started happening.
Wow.
Then I couldn't play strip clubs. I couldn't. He's like, because it'd be cheaper
Yeah.
to get this fucking guy in here to play records
Then
and not do the live shit. It's like
shit
I'm just like
changed.
listening to this guy as a musician, like, like the rise and fall of that, and like going through that as a musician, like it's just crazy because like
sad.
same thing. Well, it's like what we're going through now, right? It's like, especially with the arts, man, shit adapts and changes so much that you as an artist have to adapt to the landscape like crazy, you know?
And if you don't, then that's where things go wrong.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's true. I loved playing the drums, and everyone would say like, yo, like go into it, you love it, it's your passion. But at the end of the day, as much as I loved it, and I love this so much, I still do, I don't know where it would go.
You have to be in a band.
You have to,
or become a studio drummer or something like that. Yeah.
And I don't know if I see myself, being as passionate as a drummer than being a business person or meeting more people and getting out of my zone.
Yeah, I mean, it depends how skilled you are at drumming. Like if you're like unbelievable,
we should go back and forth and let's see.
Oh my God, you're probably way better. I haven't drummed in so long, but if you're like unreal, I'd be like, forget all of this and be a drummer. Because man, you could tour the world drumming. Like
it's true.
I don't know if you know
like
Dennis Chambers. Yeah, I don't know.
Dennis Chambers,
big fat black guy drummer.
Who's he drumming?
But he drums for like I can't tell you how many artists, and like he would just be on a circuit of like constantly touring with different people, and then be a in studio drummer for people and shit. Like
it's crazy.
Yeah. But I realized how shit I was when I like. I thought I was good.
Yeah.
I could be in your like basic rock band, right?
Yeah.
No problem.
The basic set.
But then when I fucking like would go to like, there was like tryouts for like college and university stuff.
Oh, the auditions
and I would, like,
and stuff.
And I would sit in on those auditions. I never auditioned.
Yeah.
Because like I got out of it before that.
Before that
age. I was drumming until I was about like 18, 19. I had drums until I was like 25, but like I would just play by myself, right?
Yeah, just for fun.
Yeah, but when my buddy had an audition, my drum teacher's like, oh, come watch your buddy. We went to high school together. So I'm watching this guy audition, and I'm like, this is like another level. And my brother, like, he's a music major, Waterloo, played trumpet all 5 years and whatever. So he's like, oh, you got to come to our year-end fucking thing. And I'm like, these drummers are subbing out every other song, and I'm like, these guys are fucking insane, bro.
Yeah.
Like, better than I could have ever imagined I could be. And I was like, thank God I didn't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's all in that practice.
Yeah, you got to be practice. And I never practice as much, so yeah, you're not going to get faster and better. And it pissed me off. I knew I wasn't good when I couldn't learn the double pedals. You know what I mean? Double
pedal kick drum? Yeah.
Bro, I bought one.
That's not easy.
I had it for 6 months.
Yeah.
Practiced every day. Couldn't do it. And I was like,
wow,
I'm not a good drummer.
Yeah. So, it's not easy. Even
not easy, bro.
Even actual just like rolling versus actual like paradiddle stuff.
Yeah.
Like instead of like actually rolling with your hands like the cheat way.
Yeah.
That was a big change for me. Like for a lot of people fake it like when they do the drum roll.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know you were drumming. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
see, that's something I wanted to know about you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Fuck, I wish I kept playing.
Yeah.
One time I set it up in my nonna's room.
No way.
Bro, my nonna has like the perfect sounded room for it. Like there's carpets, big thick, big ass antiques in there.
Nice.
There's rugs on the wall.
Yeah, the drapes.
Like, dude, and I'm like, my drums would sound so good in here.
Yeah.
And I bought my drums off like they were like custom drum, like extended tubs.
Cool.
Thicker, like they were like heavy metal drums.
Oh wow.
And they were like this guy who came off a tour wanted new drums. I set them up in my nonna's room, and I was like, I'll never sound better than right now. And it was unbelievable. I took a picture, put it on Instagram. Right away, my nonna was on vacation.
No way she saw.
My uncle, my cousins, everyone's like, you get those you disrespectful bitch.
They
get those.
Mad.
Oh, they lost. I'm like, you don't understand how good it sounds in here. You guys gotta come over.
Just listen.
I'm like, just listen to the drums. Like, get him out of there, bro. I was like, you guys, fuck, they didn't get it, but whatever.
That's hilarious. Would you ever like wake your parents up like as a kid playing the drums? Have you ever done that?
All the time, yeah.
Oh, so fun.
Yeah. My dad hated like every time I'd practice and like have cause sometimes I'd have a drum teacher come over, they'd lose it. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, you can never practice.
You can't.
Yeah,
you can't.
Yeah,
I've tried to play at night. You can't. They're like, oh, I want to go to bed. Like, fuck.
Yeah, then you need fucking, you need the electric kit. You're like, it's not the same.
It's not.
No,
I have one now. It's not.
Yeah.
Because I'm away like at school and I'm in like an apartment. It's so small you can't put a kid in there. There's people.
Yeah.
So I put the little electric kit, but like this isn't. It's not the same.
No, you're not getting the fucking same fucking.
The same smash when your girlfriend breaks up with you and you just fucking smash.
Yeah, exactly. Love it.
Love it. This was fun.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me, man.
Bro, I'd love to have you again.
Appreciate it. Yeah, anytime.
Awesome.
Fuck, let's do it.
2-year anniversary. Nick, I think Nick had more fun than anyone. This guy's dying.
No jokes. Guys, follow me online, guys. I love it.
Thank you, Mark.
Boom. Peace. Thank you so much.
Ciao, everyone.
Guys, follow
Thank
me
you.
and not Marc Anthony. That's it.
Hit him up.